Hello everyone, it's Jaclyn Forbes. Today I thought I would do a little Vogue Beauty Secrets inspired makeup tutorial because, spoiler, I have not been invited on Vogue Beauty Secrets. So the next best thing is to make this crappy version. Anyways, I love Vogue Beauty Secret videos. I've been doing a bunch of makeup recreations over on my TikTok, and some of them have been going viral over there. And someone left a comment and they said, Jaclyn, you should do your own Vogue Beauty Secrets video. And despite the fact that Vogue has never invited me, here we are, we're gonna do it. So in the spirit of Vogue Beauty Secrets, we're in my bathroom. Unfortunately, I don't have that amazing, beautiful, giant hotel bathroom that they all seem to shoot in. I have a very cozy sized bathroom. So I'm kind of actually standing in my hallway, but we're doing it for the video. So I wanna walk you through my routine, kind of what I do. And I'm thinking today I might do a bit more of a fun colored eye. Let's just see where it takes us. Before we get started, I do wanna say a huge thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. I know you all know I love Squarespace. I'm obsessed with it. It's what I run my businesses on. The sweatpants that I'm wearing are some of the merch that I sell over at shopjaclynforbes.com, which is my website powered by Squarespace. Squarespace really is an all-in-one platform to help you run your businesses and really take it to the next level. So if you've been thinking about it, make a website with Squarespace. Head to squarespace.com/JaclynForbes, get 10% off your first purchase, but we'll chat a little bit more about that later. Wow, I did like 2 jumps and now I'm out of breath. Okay, so my routine always starts off basically when I get out of the shower. I'm a morning shower forever. I think it's superior, and I'll take a night shower if I want an extra shower, but morning showers always win for me. I've made lots of videos talking in depth about my skincare routine, so I will link those up above. But basically in the morning, I keep it super simple. I really just try to stick to like 2-3 products max, but main takeaway being a really nice moisturizer. So I have a moisturizer on right now. What I will show you is where I like to kind of amp it up a little bit. I'm just getting fancy because you guys are around. So moisturizer is on, but I'm gonna top up with a little bit more because I'm gonna show you what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. This is more when I like have the time in the morning, and let's be real, I've been locked in the house for 6 months straight at this point, so I have the time, trust me. So I'm gonna massage some extra lotion into my skin because I wanna make sure that I have enough slip on my skin so there's no tugging. Lately, I feel like finally the air has a bit more humidity and moisture in it because it's a very dry winter and my skin was suffering and cracking, especially around the nose. So I'm gonna start off by taking a gua sha, which if you don't know what a gua sha is, it's basically like the stone tool, and it's actually rooted in traditional Chinese medicine, and it's super interesting. So the techniques that you wanna do is kind of hold the skin, and you almost wanna scrape. I believe the word gua or gua sha translates to the word scraping. So lately the beauty trends that have kind of been populating is the much gentler version and not necessarily how it originally rooted, but you don't wanna necessarily pull on your skin, but you wanna just kind of stimulate some kind of blood flow and kind of work around the contours of your skin. So since I've been seeing everyone post these like amazing before and afters, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna actually dedicate a couple of weeks of being really consistent. And before I go, I kind of like to like put my skin to kind of stop the skin from pulling too much, but then apply a little bit of pressure on like an angle. You don't want it to be directly like this, like a bit more brushing like that. And apparently it's supposed to help with a lot of lymphatic drainage, which can kind of help with depuffing the skin. So super fascinating. I've been having a lot of fun doing it. It's just honestly, if anything, super relaxing to kind of give yourself a bit of facial massage. I don't know if I've seen too much depuffing. I naturally am super puffy in the morning, but if you want to check it out, I definitely would recommend looking up some Chinese owned beauty stores or traditional medicine practices where you can purchase one. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun lately experimenting with it, and it just kind of is a nice way to spend an extra few minutes in the morning. Okay, after a little facial massage, we're gonna do some SPF. I've been very good, I have to say. I used to always be like, wear sunscreen, you should wear it. I know everyone tells me to wear sunscreen, so I would tell people that, but would I do it? Not all the time. The past year, which is kind of ironic because the past year I've been in the house, but the past year especially, I've been so good about wearing my sunscreen every single day, and the one that I'm using right now is a Dermalogica one. But I like to experiment and try different sunscreens. This one here is more of a physical sunscreen than a chemical. I used to be so scared of sunscreens because growing up, I really struggled with acne, and something in my brain told me that wearing sunscreen would clog my pores and make me break out, but I think it's all about obviously finding products that work good with your skin. And honestly, I kind of love the glow that you get with a sunscreen. Like even if I'm not gonna do any face makeup, it's like, oh, look at that glow. Anyways, I feel like my skin is very translucent lately. It has not seen sun in a hot minute. Now bring that down the neck and tops of the ears. Can't forget about your little ears. And then whatever's left over, I just kind of do that. Okay, we're pretty much ready for makeup, but before we're gonna go, I like to put on a little lip mask because y'all know it, I say it all the time, I love to marinate in moisturizer and hydration. So I slather it on. Also, this viewfinder is my mirror. I don't have a mirror, so I hope it turns out okay. First things first, I like to start off with foundation. Now I have to say, one thing about watching these beauty secrets videos is that everyone does their makeup routine in such interesting orders. Like every time I watch it, I'm like, oh, I would not have done it in that order. A lot of people will go creams and then powders concealers and then powders on top and then creams and like layer things interesting. So I'm curious if my makeup order makes sense to you. That's the thing, I feel like it really is so personal. I cycle between normally 3 colors in foundation depending how tan or pale I am. I think this might be a bit dark for me. My body is normally darker than my face. So I like to take a sponge and then go all over. Now I'm definitely a huge fan of a more sheer foundation. I kind of like if there's a little imperfection or discoloration, I kind of like that to peek through because I think on myself, it looks more like skin and just looks better. So I'd rather kind of go all over with a sheer foundation or like a tinted moisturizer and then do more of like a pinpoint conceal over certain blemishes or areas that need a bit more coverage versus going over the entire face with that amount of coverage. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna take more of a pinky based concealer and I'm just going to, I need a mirror. How do these people do it without a mirror? Or do they have a giant mirror in front of them? Vogue, I need to know. So I like to basically, see how I have this like socket here? That's where most of my discoloration is. So I like to pop most of the product just there. And then on the outer corner, I have a little bit more discoloration. And I know everyone says this, but really the warmth of your finger does help blend this in seamlessly. And then whatever I have left over, I just kind of go over the lid. Can you see a difference? Oh, I can see a difference. I can see a difference. Okay, I've made a really janky contraption and I now have a mirror hovering up there. Step 3, I love a cream bronzer. So I like to go all around the hairline and then I start kind of at the ear, stamping and kind of pushing again and then blending up. And then I just kind of soften with a little sponge. Now at this point, now that the foundation is settled, if there's any little blemishes that I kind of want to put a bit more concealer on, I'll go in with more of a yellow based concealer. This one, this is the right concealer. I had to double check. So I've got a little scar and a bit of a spot left over there. So I'm just gonna dab that on. And then I have a little bit of leftover acne scarring around my mouth. Okay, next up, I'm gonna take some powder. I love this Charlotte powder. Something about this, like I hate being one of those people that's like, it's so finely milled, but it really is so finely milled. It's just kind of like butter on the skin. And that's really nice because I don't like to look powdery. So any kind of like super softening and like not mattifying powder, which maybe is a contradiction, but what I'm trying to say is I need a bit of a powder to set everything in place, but I don't want to look matte. So this one is the perfect answer to that. So I kind of just go around the center points of my face, but then especially on the eyelids. Okay, and the next step is a powder bronzer. Like I said, I'm in need of a bit of a tan right now, so I like to double up and kind of set the cream with the powder. I'm gonna pop more of this towards the hairline as well to kind of blend. Okay, then I go in with a powder contour and highlight kit, and I actually take the highlight and I kind of gently carve out any areas that I kind of wanna pop or highlight a bit more. And this is really to kind of help sculpt the face. I really like a sculpted look, so I'm gonna pop it on the center. And then I'm gonna take the contour color on the more angled side and just kind of pop that on the cheek. Then I'm gonna take whatever's left over on the brush and just kind of run that through the socket. Then I'm gonna take that same contour color and I'm actually gonna pop that under my lip. And you'll see, just watch. That is the best secret ever. My lip looks like so big. So much bigger at least. Now I'm gonna take a bit of a powder blush. I actually do normally do a cream blush, but I feel a bit sweaty today, so a powder blush will last a bit better. And I like a really high placement, like into the temple. And then a little of a blush into the forehead too. It just like makes it more cohesive. Okay, next up we're gonna do a little feathered brow. So I like to take a strong hold clear eyebrow gel. And I actually kind of back comb them first. This will just coat them in a ton of product. Then I'm gonna slick them back the right way and kind of pressing and fanning them upwards. Okay, that is the feathered brow. Okay, as we let the eyebrows dry, I'm gonna do Freck. If you've watched any of my videos before, you will know that I use Freck in every single video. It's basically a faux freckle maker, and it just looks so natural and so believable. So I just kind of pop them all around the nose and let them sit for a second, and then I just tap them out and they kind of blend out, and it just looks like you've got natural freckles. And if you have real freckles, I wanna be you, just know that. Okay, the eyebrows are still a little bit wet, so I'm gonna pop up the cheek a little bit. You can't watch a Vogue Beauty Secrets inspired video and not have the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm. It's kind of just like a rule. Everyone uses it because it makes your skin look not normal in the best way. It looks like this crazy glow Barbie skin. I don't know how to explain it. It's so good. And I'm pretty sure these wands have been sold out for like 3 months thanks to Madison Beer. But if they're ever back in stock, they are worth it. They're good. Next up, Urban Decay Brow Blade. This thing's great. It's got 2 ends to it. So there's like a pencil side, which I don't really use. Sometimes I'll use it to make faux freckles if I don't have Freck on hand. But what I really like is the brow marker side, which it's literally like a little felt tip eyeliner, but it's for your eyebrows. I'm gonna get close so you can see this. So you just do little flicks like this. And you don't need to do too many, just kind of fill in any little bald spots that you might have. The difference is pretty subtle, but I like it. Next up, I'm gonna do a little bit of highlighter. So this is the Nude Sticks highlighter in Bubbly BB. And we're gonna pop a little bit more on the cheekbone if you need it. And this is another product that no matter how much powder you've layered onto your skin or how much product you have, this makes your skin look like skin again because it is like a balmy kind of wet finish. So I pop this on the Cupid's bow as well. You can bring a little down on the nose, then the inner corner too is nice. Now, because I have a weird obsession with inner corner highlight, I just put more on. This is kind of like an eyeshadow stick, so it just really makes it pop. Okay, you're gonna make fun of me because this is the size of this lip liner right now. I found it in the bottom of a purse. This is my favorite lip liner. I've been using it forever. I think I don't even know the shade name because it's not here anymore. I'm pretty sure it's 2C, 4C. Okay, let's see if we can make do. And I overline because I've got my bottom lip. I feel like I like the shape and the size. I like the shape of the top lip, but I like the top to be a bit bigger just so it's a bit more proportionate. Okay, this isn't very sharp, so it's not as clean as I would like it to be, but you get the idea. Lip liner. Then lately, I honestly have not really been into wearing lipstick. I normally just will do a bit more of that lip mask, or I'll do a bit of a gloss. This is the Too Faced Lip Injection Gloss. Like I said, I like my lips to look bigger. I do just love a glossy lip. The weird thing is though that this doesn't burn my lips anymore. The first time I used it, it kind of tingled, and now I feel nothing, which I think is probably a bad sign that my body is desensitized to the irritant in this, but hey. I actually don't know what to say. That's not good. So today I thought I would do something different. This isn't like my everyday kind of makeup, but I do like to do a kind of solid wash of color all over the lid. So I'm gonna use the Smashbox Cream Shadow. And this one here is in the shade Ochre. So it's like this little tube. And then I'm just gonna go directly on a brush and hope for the best. Now these are super long wearing, so you don't need a lot of product. So I'm just gonna start all over the lid. When I was younger, I always used to make my Sims characters have yellow eyeshadow. So I think that might be why I have an affinity for yellow colored eyeshadow. I'm just living out 11-year-old Jack's dream, you know? And there's really like no right or wrong way to do this. You kind of want it to be a bit smudgy and a bit messy. You still want to have the symmetry there, but for the most part, as long as it's on the lid, you're doing it right. This literally looks like I'm putting Dijon mustard on my brush. Okay, so that is just the cream shadow, but if you want to make it last a bit longer and wear a bit better, I do like to set it with a bit of an eyeshadow on top. So I've just got this eyeshadow palette, and there's these little mustardy colors inside. This is called The Most, and I'm gonna go in with, ooh, not that one. This brush. I want like a flat kind of shader brush to pack on the color. So these are super pigmented. These are like pressed pigment eyeshadows. So I'm just going to, again, stamp all over the lid, and you'll see it'll kind of intensify the color a little bit, but it'll also lock it in place. And then I just kind of blend that out. Now I'm not gonna do an eyeliner today, which is really weird for me because I normally always do, but I am gonna cheat a little eyeshadow liner with this dark color here. So I'm gonna take that on an angled brush, and then I just kind of smudge it into the roots of my lashes because I do not have blessed lashes naturally. I've got very short eyelashes and they're barely there. Like just a little help. Oh my God, I just realized I also forgot an eyelash curler. This is the reason Vogue didn't invite me on. That's the only reason. They just knew I'd forget everything. Shockingly, I just have these things laying around. So, curl the lashes. I need to get close to the mirror, else I'm gonna hurt myself. I do a little like, what's this technique? Like a little pulse, you know? I feel like that just makes it curl better. This has no scientific evidence. This is purely anecdotal. Now, it is a must that I use waterproof mascara, otherwise it gets everywhere. Like I genuinely do not understand how people wear non-waterproof mascara because it's a no for me, dog. So waterproof mascara, and then just one coat. Now I'm very passionate about the upper waterline, tight line movement. It's a must. Again, if you've got short lashes, you need to try it. It'll change the game. And I just pop that more in the outer corner. And that just adds like a little secretive oomph. You're like, I don't know what that did, but it did something. Oh my goodness, wait, is that it? Wait, I think that's it. You know what? I could use one more fake eyebrow hair. Please hold. Oh yeah, that changed everything. That was necessary. Okay, so that is the finished makeup look. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I am. That's the final look. Just super dewy, glowy, crazy skin. I might have gone a little too heavy-handed on the bronzer. Please forgive me on that one. And then yeah, if there's any more kind of like hair that I want to sleek back, actually, I do have a little bit. I also really like to use this Way matte pomade, and then I take just a little bit on my fingers, and then just kind of do the same thing and kind of slick any little pieces up. I just like the hair to be super sleek. Okay, so now there we go. This is the finished makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this. Maybe you learned a little tip or a technique, and you know what? Hey, maybe Vogue will see this. Maybe they'll invite me on and we'll do this the proper way next time. Do you think they'll rent me out a bathroom, one of those nice ones? I'm in it just for the bathroom, exclusively just for like that really nice tub, and they have like marble and like gold faucets. Yes, Vogue, Yes, the answer is yes. If you ever ask me, I'm doing it, okay? And the sun is coming through the clouds. Wow. Okay, well, as if almost on cue, the sun is coming out, and I want to tell you a little bit more about Squarespace. Huge thanks again for Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. I don't even know where to begin with my obsession with Squarespace. I know at first I was really intimidated by the idea of making a website, and it can be overwhelming, and you're like, I don't even know where to begin. But luckily with Squarespace, you don't need to be an expert. They make it super easy. They have a bunch of award-winning templates and really cool layouts and styles to choose from as like a base, and you can kind of build off and customize and go from there. Whether you're making your website to be an e-commerce store like mine, like Shop Jaclyn Forbes, which is my sweatpants, which you can't really see, but they're really cute and cozy and amazing, and we only have a few left, so go to shopjaclynforbes.com if you want to check it out. But yeah, Squarespace has great tools if you want to do a shop online. But even if you just want to have a portfolio or maybe a blog or literally anything else, it is designed for any purpose. It truly is as easy as it gets. They have award-winning customer service, so if you need any help, you can go to the chat, go to their forums. I'm telling you, if I could do it, you can do it too. So if you've been thinking about doing it, this is your sign. Go to squarespace.com/JaclynForbes. You'll get 10% off your first purchase and go make that beautiful website. You know what? Comment down below your domain and I'll check it out. I just love me a website. What can I say? Love Squarespace. Thank you so much. And that's it for today's Vogue Beauty Secrets. I don't know why I'm posing on the frame of the door. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you want to see my recreations of actual celebrities, Vogue makeup tutorials, go to my TikTok at Jaclyn Forbes and I recreate them all there and it's a bunch of fun. And you can leave your requests over there and maybe I'll do it. But yeah, that's all I got for you. So let's close up the bathroom and I'll see you later.